So, first of all, in few years, you became from a rising star to a very big star in NXT before and in WWE after. When did you realize this could be your path, your job?
That's a tough question. I feel like there's not really a specific singular moment. I think it kind of built over time. I think after, having my first PLE on NXT and then being booked consecutively on the bigger shows and then winning my first title, I feel like all those moments adding up was like, okay, I do know what I'm doing. I do know that this is where I'm supposed to be, and I do know that, I am pretty good at this and people see something in me.
What do you think people appreciate about you? Passion, talent, or your achievement, or you're tough. I mean, this is a tough job. It's not easy.
I think my versatility, just because I am a bigger high flyer, so I have that ability to do all the crazy flips and tricks and stuff like that, but I'm taller than most of the girls, and I can do those powerhouse moves, and I feel like I am just a bit different from everyone. Sometimes people see just a tall blonde and they're like, oh, it's just another tall blonde, but I have a bit of an edge and I have a bit of a different style, even just with how I dress myself, how I go out to do promos and stuff like that. With my background and growing up in California and Oregon and Hawaii, I feel like I have just a little bit of a different pizzazz to myself, I guess you can say.
And you arrive from a sport background very strong. Surf even, is it correct?
Yes. So I did gymnastics from the age of 6 all the way up until I graduated high school, and then I did 4 years at the University of Oregon for acrobatics and tumbling. Did a little bit of track in there as well, and then my free time would be surfing, snowboarding, skateboarding, and all that.
For sure, this helps. Some kind influenced you also your wrestling style?
Yes and no. I mean, when I first started watching wrestling, I didn't grow up watching it, so when I got signed, I did my research to make sure I knew exactly what I was getting myself into, and I would watch Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, and Katana, she did gymnastics and acrobatics type stuff, and obviously Io Sky. Those were some of the people that I looked up to and was like, okay, they have somewhat of a style that I would want to do, but obviously I want to be a bit different than that. So I kind of just try and pull as much as I can from my background with acrobatics and tumbling and gymnastics and surfing and all that.
And everything happened in a moment in which women wrestling is improving so much. I mean, 10 years ago, women wrestling was fine, was nice, you were perfect, you were gorgeous, but now you wrestle, and that's a kind of difference.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a huge difference, and I'm so happy to be a part of that movement. I think all of us have kind of decided that we just want to prove ourselves and prove that we can do what the guys can do, and we can do it better.
Artlist.io